Can you believe that with just eggs and a few familiar kitchen items, you can do some incredibly smart and simple tricks? In today's video, I'll share 5 clever egg tips, from separating yolks without tools, to making cloud eggs with the yolk in the center, and even unusual ways to steam, boil and poach eggs that anyone can do at home. Be sure to watch until the end, because once you learn these tips, you'll use them again and again. Hack number 1. Take a small piece of bread or a dumpling wrapper, then gently press and smooth the surface with your fingertip. The bread layer helps your fingertip become slightly dry and grippy, so it's no longer slippery or sticky. Next, crack the egg into a bowl, handling it gently so the yolk doesn't break. You'll notice the yolk lightly sticks to your fingertip. At that point, simply lift your finger, and you can remove the whole yolk in one smooth, clean motion. No plastic bottle, no spoon, no broken yolk. This tip is especially helpful when you need to whip egg whites, bake, or prepare recipes that require separating the egg. Hack number 2. Gently crack the egg into a bowl, keeping the yolk intact. Then carefully separate the egg white from the yolk, getting them ready for the next cooking step. Next, beat the egg whites until they become fluffy and light, almost like clouds. When you lift the whisk, the egg whites form soft peaks that hold their shape for a few seconds before gently falling back down. This is the sign that the egg whites have reached the ideal consistency for the next step. Add a little cooking oil to the pan and swirl it gently to coat the surface evenly before you start cooking. When the pan is hot and the oil is evenly coated, gently add the whipped egg whites into the pan. Use a spoon to make a small hole in the center, creating just enough space. Then carefully place the yolk into that space. Finally, sprinkle a little salt and freshly ground pepper on top. This simple seasoning enhances the aroma, adds depth, and brings out the egg's natural flavor. Cover the pan and cook the egg over low heat for about 8 to 10 minutes. The gentle heat lets the egg white cook slowly, staying soft and fluffy without drying out, while the yolk inside remains rich and creamy. After the time is up, remove the lid and you'll see the egg is softly cooked and beautifully holds its shape. On the outside, the egg white is light and airy like a cloud, gently puffed up and very appealing to look at. Hidden inside is a golden yolk that remains smooth, soft, and rich. When you cut into it, the two layers blend together, creating a very appealing look that's perfect on camera and visually captivating. This is not only a delicious egg dish, but also one that makes anyone who sees it want to try it right away. Hack number 3. Don't have a steaming rack but still want evenly steamed eggs without burning the bottom. Try this method. You only need 3 forks. Place the 3 forks upside down in a staggered position at the bottom of the pan, creating a stable base to replace a steaming rack. Place the plate on top of the staggered forks. Add a little water to the pan, about 1 to 2 centimeters deep. Add a little water to the pan, about 1 to 2 centimeters deep. Then crack the eggs onto the plate. Cover the pan and turn the heat to medium. Where are you watching from in the world? Leave a comment below. The steam inside will cook the egg slowly and evenly. After about 8 to 10 minutes, you'll see a smooth surface with no bubbles, and the eggs will hold a very nice shape. Once the eggs are cooked, simply turn off the heat, open the lid, and your hot steamed eggs are ready to serve. The surface of the eggs is smooth, evenly cooked, and very visually appealing. This method is extremely convenient because you don't need a special steaming rack or any complicated tools. This small tip works in any kitchen, even if you don't have many cooking tools. It's budget-friendly, easy to apply, and delivers a very appealing and tasty result. Tip 4. Boil eggs without water. Simply pour a layer of coarse salt to completely cover the bottom of the pan. Every comment is a great encouragement and valuable feedback that helps me create even better videos. This layer of salt helps retain and distribute heat evenly as it heats up, creating an environment that cooks the eggs without needing any water. Gently place each egg on top of the salt layer, covering the bottom of the pan, arranging them so they don't touch. Then cover the pan to keep the heat inside. Turn the heat to low-medium and keep it steady for about 12 to 15 minutes. During this time, the heat from the salt spreads evenly, allowing the eggs to cook gradually without any water. After the heating time, gently open the lid of the pan. The rising heat shows that the eggs have been cooked evenly. Use tongs or a spoon to carefully remove each egg. At this point, the shells remain intact and the surface is completely dry. Let the eggs cool slightly, then peel them gently. The shells come off quite easily, revealing evenly cooked eggs with a nice appearance inside. When you peel off the shell, you'll see the egg is evenly cooked from the outside to the inside. The egg white is firm, smooth, and free of bubbles. Inside, the yolk is cooked just right not to dry while keeping its rich texture and beautiful color. Overall, the egg looks very appealing, ready to enjoy or use in many other delicious dishes. Hack number 5. Do you often find that when poaching eggs, the whites spread everywhere, the water turns cloudy, and the egg doesn't look very appealing? Don't worry, with a small strainer like this, you can poach eggs neatly and beautifully. First, heat a pot of water until it's very hot but not rapidly boiling. Place the strainer into the pot. Don't worry, with a small strainer like this, you can poach eggs neatly and beautifully. At this point, you'll see the runny egg white slowly pass through the mesh, while the yolk stays neatly on top. As a result, the yolk stays intact and keeps its shape, making the egg separation quick and neat. Next, gently lower the strainer into the hot water and hold it there for about 10 to 15 seconds. When the egg reaches your desired doneness, simply lift the strainer out and let the water drain off. With this method, you don't need to swirl the water, don't need to add vinegar, and don't have to worry about the egg falling apart while cooking. Every step is gentle yet surprisingly effective, helping the egg keep a neat, round shape. This small tip is especially useful when preparing eggs to serve with bread, salads, noodles, or steak. The result looks beautiful on the plate and makes the dish much more appetizing. So that wraps up 5 simple yet incredibly useful egg tips. From separating yolks without any tools, making beautiful cloud eggs, to steaming eggs without a rack, boiling eggs without water, and neatly poaching eggs with a strainer. I hope these tips help you cook faster, more neatly, and make your kitchen time more enjoyable every day. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and follow the channel so you won't miss our next smart kitchen tips. Goodbye, and see you in the next helpful tips on Top Tips 247 ***.
Eggs tend to spoil quickly during summer, but today, we're revealing some time-tested hacks to keep them fresh for up to 90 days. Welcome back to Top Tips 247, your go-to source for smart, practical, everyday solutions. Eggs are a nutritional powerhouse at an affordable price. They're packed with high-quality protein, lecithin, and essential minerals that support overall health. Whether it's a soft-boiled egg in the morning or a silky smooth steamed egg dish for dinner, eggs are always delicious and nourishing. But as the temperatures rise, many people run into the same problem. Their eggs go bad in just a few days. Runny yolks, unpleasant odors, and total waste. So, what's going wrong? Most people instinctively toss eggs straight into the fridge, not realizing that this might actually be what's speeding up the spoilage. Yes, refrigerators are cold and bacteria resistant, but they're also full of mixed odors from leftover foods, onions, fish, meats, you name it. Eggshells may seem solid, but they're covered in tiny pores, like natural breathing holes. These pores allow eggs to release moisture and CO2, but they also let in external smells and bacteria. The worst part? These invaders can damage the inner structure of the egg, leading to faster breakdown of proteins and turning fresh eggs into rotten ones in no time. Another common mistake? Washing eggs before storing them. Many people are worried about dirt or chicken droppings on the shell, so they wash them right away. Many people are worried about dirt or chicken droppings on the shell, so they wash them right away. But here's what most people don't know. Eggs come with a natural keratin membrane, like a thin, invisible armor. It protects the egg from bacterial invasion and moisture loss. Once you rinse the egg, that protective layer is gone, leaving the egg exposed and vulnerable. Bacteria like E. coli or Salmonella can then easily seep in through the pores, accelerating spoilage even more. The right way? Only wash eggs right before cooking. Leave them untouched and unwashed while storing. And coming up next, we'll show you a few more smart and practical tips to keep your eggs fresh all summer long. Now let's talk about a brilliant method using natural materials you already have at home. With a little clever thinking, you can keep your eggs fresh even during the hottest summer days. First tip, store your eggs in rice. Start by remembering one important rule. Never wash fresh eggs after bringing them home from the market or grocery store. Instead, gently nestle them into a container of rice, with the larger end facing up and the pointy end facing down. Then fully cover the eggs with dry rice, making sure each one is softly cushioned and surrounded. But why the big end up? Because the large end contains the air cell inside the egg. Facing it upward helps reduce contact between air and the yolk, which slows down spoilage. Rice works as a natural moisture absorber. Thanks to its dry and porous texture, it can quickly soak up excess humidity, creating a dry, breathable environment, perfect for long-term egg storage. In this setting, rice helps prevent bacteria from entering through the pores on the shell and also slows down internal moisture loss, keeping the eggs fresh and nutritious. Now here's the smart part. The rice you use to store eggs can still be cooked and eaten. Just rinse it thoroughly with clean water, wash it a few times to remove any residue, and then steam or boil it to sanitize. No food wasted. You're preserving eggs and saving rice. 2 birds with 1 stone. Using this method, even in hot and humid climates, your eggs can stay fresh for up to 2 to 3 months. The yolks stay firm, and the egg whites are crystal clear, just like they were laid yesterday. The second method we're sharing today on TopTips 247 is a surprisingly simple and effective one: preserving eggs with cooking oil. Start by grabbing a clean bowl and pouring in about 50 to 100 milliliters of oil. Make sure to use neutral oils like corn oil, sunflower oil, or soybean oil. Avoid oils with strong aromas like canola or sesame oil. They can alter the flavor of the eggs. Now, there's no need to soak the entire egg. Just gently roll each egg in the oil so that the shell gets evenly coated with a thin, invisible layer. Think of it as putting on a protective coat. This oil layer seals the microscopic pores on the shell, blocking out harmful bacteria like E. coli or Salmonella. Yet at the same time, the oil doesn't fully clog the shell, so the egg can still breathe, retaining its natural moisture and freshness inside. Once coated, place the eggs in a clean container or tray, with the large end facing up and the small end down, just like in our first method. Using this oil sealing technique, your eggs can stay fresh for 20 to 30 days at room temperature and up to 2-3 months in the fridge. When cracked open, the shell stays dry, the yolk is firm and plump, and the whites are clear and thick, with no compromise on taste. Even in hot and humid conditions, this light oil barrier keeps your eggs safe and sound. Our final egg-saving tip today on Top Tips 247 is one of the cheapest and easiest: saltwater soaking. Start with a clean container, add fresh water, and stir in 2 to 3 tablespoons of salt. You want the brine a little saltier than mouthwash, but no need to aim for full saturation, just enough to create a mild antibacterial environment. Now take your unwashed fresh eggs and gently place them into the brine. No scrubbing, no soaking too long. Just let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes. The salt water penetrates the shell's tiny pores, creating a natural antibacterial shield. It helps kill off bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli, while also slowing down moisture loss from inside the egg. Once soaked, remove the eggs with a slotted spoon or sieve and let them air dry on a breathable tray. You can pat them gently dry with paper towels, but be careful. You don't want to damage that new protective layer. A quick note: this method is best for short-term storage. Use the eggs within 10 to 20 days. This method is best for short-term storage. Use the eggs within 10 to 20 days. No matter which technique you use, follow these 3 golden rules for storing eggs. Don't wash them before storing. Don't shake or flip them often. Keep them away from pungent items like garlic and onions. And remember, store eggs with the large end facing up. That helps maintain the air pocket and slows down spoilage. Master these simple tips and you'll say goodbye to watery yolks and smelly eggs, ensuring every meal is fresh, safe, and delicious. Do you ever wonder, white eggs or brown eggs, which is better? Truth is, they're nutritionally identical. The only difference? The breed of chicken that laid them. Don't fall for marketing hype that says brown eggs are healthier. Instead of focusing on color, just check for freshness and cleanliness. Next time you're at the store, close your eyes and grab whichever eggs are freshest. Forget the shell color. It doesn't matter. That wraps up our complete guide to egg storage here on Top Tips 247. If you found these tips helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more practical kitchen tricks. I'm Top Tips 247, and I'll see you in the next episode, where more practical cooking tips await.